welcome back to the channel. In today's video we are doing a brief review on the Krups Sub mini beer machine. If you can see from the back, me and Daniel do enjoy to have a beverage at home, so we do like to basically try different things and try basically find the best thing that suits our needs. So just so you know, before I start, we do also have at home a Philips Perfect draught machine. A Philips Perfect draught machine. So the review on this one will be slightly based on the fact that we do have a slightly different machine. So without further ado, guys, this is the Sub. This is a Sub Mini. They are quite compacted. However, at the same time, the Sub Mini and Sub Original do also take the same size 2-litre kegs. Okay, so it's very light. It's very plain. So nothing much really to it. I know you can buy sort of different accessories. If you buy the bigger machine, you can have a different sort of mat, different color. You can have a honeycomb effect at the front, but the Sub Mini just come just as they are. I think you can pick them up currently for about £90, but if you look on the, I think it was Amazon or some other beer, like a Beer Hawk, whatever, they are like £160 basically. So don't buy it on Amazon, it's far too much in there. So basically, so this is our machine, okay? So to get your keg, we currently have a keg inside. To get your keg out or in, you have an access hatch there. One problem I see with that one, it doesn't have any opening mechanism. So for you to open that, you have to tug on the thing and open it up. And if you're doing this first time like we were doing this, you're really scared whether you're doing this correctly or not, because you think you might be able to crack the plastic. So first of all, the first instances, that's not really a good idea, because you might feel you break the plastic because it's not that thick anyway. So the beer keg sits there, I don't know if you can see this, like that, horizontally. It's pretty straightforward to basically get it and get it changed. So let's get it done. So first thing we do is we lift up the little beer tap thing. Shall I turn it off first?
You can.
Yeah, I think I got to turn it off first. Hold on, just in case. I didn't get the... unplug that out. Just to be on the safe side, really. So basically, yeah, we're taking the tap off. We're pushing in from underneath of the tap and getting our little thing out, and then basically lift off. That's normal, don't panic. I know it sounds like a spaceship anyway. And basically the keg comes out like that. So now we're going to put the keg in. Again, it's fairly straightforward, bearing in mind you know what you're doing. Right, so if all you guys know, those kegs are about £10, but I'll get into the pricing in a minute. So we don't have that thing, do we? It is in there, sorry. Oh, of course, duh. In there. You think I would have checked that, wouldn't you? So basically we are putting that thing straight in there. Push it in until it clicks. But turning it up, make sure you slide it sideways in. Okay, and you have a little latch there, so it just goes in. Position your little tap thing into the bit there until it clicks. Hold the little cable, the little pipe there, and then slide your little thingy back on top until it clicks. And then close the door. Let's plug her in. Okay, so that's normal for the machine to pressurize the keg. You have an indicator light here, whether you can see this or not. It's currently red. It takes a good few minutes for it to turn green, which means the machine is up to temperature and you're ready to have your beer. The first advice we'll give you guys is always keep your kegs in the fridge. Basically, if you just got the machine and you want to get to drinking beer right away, if you just put a warm beer in there, it's going to take you probably a good part of half a day, if no longer, for the keg to cool down to the temperature that you want it to be. So we normally keep them in the fridge. A, it makes them last a little bit longer, even if you passed a little bit of sell-by date, and B, you're ready to drink your beer really quickly. So that probably will take, I don't know, maybe 10, maybe 20 minutes, maybe a little bit longer, if that, I don't know, we'll see. Anyway, so basically this is the straightforward. It's nothing to it. One thing to guys, to let you know, right, with the little tab, I'm not going to do this, but to pour the beer, you have to pull the trigger down and the beer obviously will come out there. You don't have to hold the tap, I can call it tap handle, can't I? Yeah, you don't have to hold it. You basically trigger into the place and the beer comes out. At first, of course, it's going to be a little bit foamy, but this is quite normal. Apart from that, really, it's very for the money, I think it's okay. But let's revisit, guys. That, sorry, the kegs there, okay? You pay about £10 for each keg, and there's only 2 litres there. 2 litres, right, it's 3.5 pints. So if you're like us, if you do like to enjoy your beer, 3.5 pints does not really go that far. Although when you have the keg in the machine, it could last you, I think, 3 or 4 weeks inside there. But let's be fair, 3.5 pints for 3 weeks is basically, yeah, I think you have to enjoy it just for half a pint every day. So it wouldn't really even last you a week if you have a pint a day. So from that point, it's a little bit upsetting. The only reason we bought the machine because we came across, obviously, those kegs. They are coming to sell by date very, very cheaply. So we felt compelled to drink them and buy them. So we have to compelled to buy the beer machine to basically give it a go. On the positive side, that you can drink the beer that's out of date. It is best before not used by date, and so far we had like 5 different varieties, and we are now in May, and we had some beer that was out of date in January, and it was absolutely perfectly fine. So this is my opinion and our experience, not I'm saying to go and like buy this or not. Anyway, so each one of those kegs is worth £10 minimum. Some of them are £12, so it's not particularly that cheap. So I'm comparing this to our Philips Perfect Draught, right? They take more of a pubby style little kegs, and those things are pretty cool. If you can see the difference between basically a, dare I say it, a Coca-Cola bottle for, you know, type thing, or a proper little pub looking thing, and this thing is 6 litres. So 6 litres basically works out to be, you can have a pint a day easily, and you still have a little bit left over for a weekend. They are much nicer, so if you wanted to keep those little kegs and have them on the display, it just makes it, to us, when we saw them, it's pretty cool, isn't it? We always found it, they make you feel like a bit of a, you know, yeah, sorry, he's like miming at me there. So yeah, basically it makes you feel like a bit more of a pubby person. And those things there, again, they can last, I think, pretty much up to a couple of months if they open up, if not longer. 35. So 35, yeah, they cost £35. So technically, if you find those things on the deal, they are kind of a better value, but to basically piss fat around changing that for every couple of litres is not particularly that great. So on the contrary with the Philips Perfect Draught, where you can control the temperature of the beer, so you can set the temperature you want it to be, the keg position is pretty straightforward, and it's much easier to put it in there. And when you pour with a little tap thing there, you hold the tap, so you can pour as little as much as you want, and it gives you that more of a authentic pub experience of having and pouring your own pint. So on and all, guys, if just to get to basically to the end of it there, it's absolutely fine. If you can pick it up at a bargain price and you want to get into sort of the beer drinking home bar situation, this is a perfect thing to start. But I'm pretty sure that, guys, if you buy one of those and you kind of give it a go and you like it, you'll quickly run and find something a little bit better. There are many different machines that are better, newer than our little Perfect Draught, but they do cost in the region of like £450. So as a little starter machine, I think that's pretty good. So there, I think, to be fair, if we give it out of 5, I think we give it 3. I think purely because there's a little bit of a design issues and a bit of a, yeah, certain things. But apart from that, so yeah. So all in all, guys, we'll end the video on that. So hopefully you enjoyed the video. Thumbs up, and we'll see you again very soon. Bye bye.